Alright, we are here, and we are live. So yes, hello, and welcome to Star Citizen once more, where we shall be hopping on and having a little bit of a crack, as well as a bit of a laugh, at some of the things in patch 3.19. Ooh, yes. So today I'm going to be having a little bit of a fly around and a bit of a sort of a moment of just before everything, descends into chaos with the lagging streams and whatnot. So we are going to hop into the persistent universe, and we are going to immediately go into it. I have made my residence on Area 18, as per usual, but I'm feeling confident today. Very confident. Mainly because it's a Thursday, and because it's not Invictus launch week. So, yes, Star Citizen, good stuff. Things are going to be happening very soon. So, just a note as well, for everyone watching the stream, we are going to be having a bit of a small break in terms of live streams because of the Invictus launch week. Because what I'll be doing primarily is going to the event. So we're going to be primarily focused around Area 18, and we're going to be basically cracking on into the Invictus launch week. Now, luckily, we're going to be having some pretty cool times already. I do believe it is Crusader Industries on the first day, which is of interesting note, I won't lie. There we go. Or am I actually in Area... Oh, I'm in Area 18. Right, okay. Not exactly what I wanted, but I thought I'd got... Well, actually, no, I didn't go to Bajini Point, so it makes sense. So, we're going to basically get ourselves to Bajini Point. Money from nothing. Numerous contracts here. And it's a wonderful night in Area 18. So, the patch has come through, which is rather remarkable. Hello. Things faster than light. Yes. And floor. Right. Here's the door there. There we go. So we're going to be making our way through Area 18, which has actually received quite a big bump in quality at the moment. So you may notice now there's a lot more signs just plastered all over the place, which on the one hand kind of feels like a petty, what's the word? Like, you get that kind of reaction to someone who's constantly asking for something. And you're finally like, right, fine, here, take this fucking thing. Here, look at all these things. So it's like, I'm not saying that's what's happened with Star Citizen, but it's like the amount of people who've bitched and moaned about getting lost inside Area 18 because, taking a few minutes to look for your surroundings is apparently a big ask. I think I've just got, just going to go with the... Yeah, I'm just going to go with the little baby attachments. Just need the ammo for the pistol. Arc light battery, there we go. I'm just going to buy about, like... about 15. There we go. Perfect. But no, so, like, basically having all of the... Oh, yes, of course. I'll need to go to the hospital as well, but still. So, no, like, it feels like the... How can I put it? It feels like with all the signs plastered around for the new players, I mean, obviously Invictus launch week is different, but the signs being plastered around... Oh, my God, okay, I'm seeing all of these faded signs now, and I'm like, oh, my God. It's been that long. Oh, jeez. Anyway, so like I was saying before my brain keeps getting distracted, basically, it's like someone very petulantly threw a bunch of signs saying, look, here you go, here's the fucking signs that you've talked about, here's a map, now you'll never get lost, and bitch about it to us. Happy now! And you know for a fact that someone just got frustrated, because while Area 18, I'm not going to lie, is not the easiest for someone who doesn't know where they're going, it's not that fucking hard to navigate. I mean, okay, you go, so from the space station, we use this map, you land at the space station, there's only one real thoroughfare to get to there. You take the tram all the way to the entrance towards these two sections. Right, you go up, and notice the lack of any particular maze. The only maze-like area is probably around here. And even then, it's not that hard to navigate. Now, I'm not trying to say get good, but it's not that difficult to navigate, he says as he forgets to go to the hospital. No, and like I said, it's not an easy... I'm not going to say, oh my god, you're so shit because you can't navigate, but I'm like... The signs just give me that vibe that someone just got a little bit frustrated at having to answer for the 700th time, how do I get to the gun store in Area 18? Ah yes, patient check-in. Interesting nurse gear. Hello? Were you... Oh, you can... Okay. I'm just gonna... Wait, what? No, they didn't fucking take this away from me. I'm very disappointed in your game. Look, you've got all these wheelchair access options, and yet you're not letting us use them. You cock tease. Honestly, they give us all these options for stupid shit, and then they're like, oh, actually, no, we're not going to let you have this. Right, let me just quickly buy some... 15 med guns. Well, to be fair, since the medigun was introduced to Star Citizen, the importance of having shitloads of med pens has not been has vastly, dramatically decreased. I mean, what was it? Christ, I remember when. It would, and I'm not joking you, I would buy like at least, I think I was going to be buying at least like fucking bog standard one, right? Yeah. I'm not going to go, I'm not losing my fucking decent quality pistols, not yet at least. Oh, okay, I start with a Medipen device. Oh, that's good. Right, I'm going to pop it on the other side. What do we got? I think we just got the tractor beam. We probably should put the mining bit attachment as well, just in case. Because why not? But anyhow, we must prepare. We must depart hence on this place. But no, like as I was saying, I remember there was a time where not gonna lie, I'd buy like about 30 to 40. Just desperately hook the bastards in. Like, not even logically buy them. Just like, no. You buy the fucking stock. And you'd run out of them. There were times where the stores would only have a limited supply of Medipens, and you could easily find yourself stuck because all the stores that you were aware that sold them didn't have any to sell, which was not a good time to be in Star Citizen if you didn't have Medipens. Of course, since when the looting process started occurring, then obviously that became less and less of a problem. And then, of course, the big win of the day was when the Medigun came along, because the Medigun is a fucking lifesaver, literally. Let's see, the tram was... the tram got... Wow, that's a first. I've never seen the tram actually get late before. That's kind of impressive. Ugh. You've got an idiot on the front, an idiot on the side. Where is Leilani Addison? Actually, no. Wait, hang on. Yeah, no. So moron number 1 from the Remainers faction. Moron number 2 from the son of the Remainers faction. Then you've got absolute shitface over there. And, well, obviously Donald Trump. Where is Leilani Addison? Because to be fair, I didn't vote for her, which I kind of regret now, but Leilani Addison, I'm not gonna lie, She's a bit of a meme, and I actually quite like her as that result now. I kind of wish I voted for her, but at the time I was like, well, maybe stability is something we need to have. Because, well, obviously, we don't know what we're going to be getting in the near future. Though what's scary is we're already 10 years into the game's development cycle, and, well, what if, for example, I'm going to be in the position where I'm going to be like, yeah, so the next election's coming up. I'm going to be in my near 40s at that point. That's a scary thought. Jesus Christ, you know? It's not a thought I personally relish, I won't lie. Anyway, we will try and put our mind away from such scary concepts. The new airport I do like. Well, I say new. Improvements to the airport I actually do really like. Like, my opinion on the on this particular airbase, airport, spaceport, is vastly improved, since now, of course, we've got the big panels over there, you've got the panels in the middle. Like, it's vastly better. I appreciate the original version. They were around for a time. But the fact that we have these now just makes it so much better. So much better. Right. Well, we're going to go with a little bit of vulture work, don't you think? We're going to talk like this for a little bit when I talk about my vulture. My vulture's very precious to me.
Hello, and welcome to Riker Memorial Space
It gives me all of my scoop. my vulture's very precious to me, isn't he? And the game's beginning to shit itself because of how terrible that accent was. I'm sorry, Star Citizen. Won't happen again. And that's when it's... I can hear you, but I can't get you to bloody move. Right, there we go. I've alt-tabbed, and it's fine. Right. I appreciate...
to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
I won't do the voice again, Star Citizen. You have my word.
Vehicle selected. Stand by.
Right, we need to get off planet before anything gets too crude.
Delivered to the following location.
Take a look at me now. It's just an empty space.
Please visit us again.
Hangar 2 will have my Drake Vulture, and then I'll fly into space. So take a look at me now, cause there'll just be Scroop standing there. Oh, Christ. I'm in a bit of a meme mood today. Very memey today. And very posh, apparently. Yes. One must say that it is very interesting. Actually, to be fair, speaking on interesting, I watched a video recently talking about... Fuck you! You little fuck! Anyway, like I was saying... Bollocks in a shit stick! I forgot to change the bloody paintwork. Oh, shit. Forgot about that. Bagger. Anyway, like I was saying, I was watching a fascinating video talking about like the new changes to Star Citizen, and one of the changes actually mentioned was the fact that the Aurora has received a bit of a buff in certain respects, where you can actually detach the cargo pod with or without cargo attached, which I thought to be a rather cool concept.
To the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.
Obviously, not gonna lie, I was pretty... I didn't think they would actually pay attention to the Aurora, because it seems to be a bit of a ship that nobody cares about that much, which is a bit of a shame. Right, now that we've done that. So yeah, no, the cargo pod at the back now is actually kind of viable, which I'm like, aww. And yeah, it is. It genuinely is, which is really nice. Flare. I don't think we actually have a flare. Do we have a flare? I don't know. Paints, there we go. Vulture Longhorn. Yes. Do love my Longhorns. I know we've got also the raft, which I definitely do want. To be fair, the raft is something that I'm actually rather intrigued at, because obviously the Argo raft, being a beautiful little vessel, having a pretty decent level of cargo. Yeah, it's a lot. It's a very nice ship. To be fair, what I probably should do... Wait, no. I not good. That is not good at all.
Let's visit us again.
No, I'm just thinking, because the problem is the raft, you can't really attach cargo into it, or at least the pods of cargo. I'd have to probably get
Welcome
the,
to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
probably the Cutty Black. God fucking damn you, Cutlass Black. Why is it I always find a reason to use you? It's like, hey, Spucko. For some reason, I've chosen the Buccaneer.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
It's like I can't help but get the bloody fucking best goddamn reason. Every time. No, I'm not using the Miss. It's a terrible ship. I do actually need to melt my Scorpius. I can't believe I'm saying this, but I do actually need to melt it. I do want a Scorpius in the future, no doubt. But at the same time, I also do... you see, that's the goal. That's my goal for the Invictus Flight Week. But that won't happen until the following 2 days. Because obviously... No, it's going to be Invictus... No, it's going to be 4 days in advance. Bugger. Because obviously...
Vehicle selected.
They got a nice ship.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hello.
Right, Hangar 03.
Riker Memorial Spaceport. Servicing the greater area.
Right, let me just quickly get ourselves
We hope you
into
have safe
position.
travels wherever your final destination may be.
Right, now we've got ourselves a much nicer ship. Sadly, I don't get the hangar that allows me to shoot through the center, which is a bit of a shame, but I don't mind. It's not the end of the world. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. I'm not entirely sure why it's being such a pain in the ass, but hey ho, Pip and Findle. Alright now, come on. There we go. Momentary delay. Right. So today we're going to do, as I said, the intention of this trip will be to just, you know, slightly fuck about. Nothing overly dramatic. Right, let's get us started, shall we?
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Not that I can look up.
You are clear to launch.
Okay,
Launch complete.
launch is successful.
Landing gear up.
That glitch has come back. Wanderers.
Thank you, and please visit again.
I will say, one of the coolest things about Area 18 now is, of course, now that it does have its famous... streaming scenes. audio encoder, FMPEGs, CBR, high quality. Just server, general, video. Come on, in space now, aren't I? Yes, I am. Oh, transport request, nice. I will say, now that they've introduced clouds to Invictus, I think fucking hell, I can't speak today. Now that they've introduced clouds to the Area 18, there is quite a bit cool. It is quite a pretty picture. Right, Area R18. Let's hop into yonder. For some reason, it's being a bit of a pain. Right. Is it? Oh, we're on the wrong side, let me guess. Yeah, I had a feeling. Mick L5. Ah, Bergini Point, wondrous. Hopefully we're able to get to the thing. Unfortunately, with a Bergini Point and whatnot, it can be a bit of a problem. Oops. There we go. Really? Oh, I see. Oh, okay, yeah. No, I see. I see. Right. At first I was like, what's this problem? Why are we having such a bloody issue seeing things? And then I'm like, ah, yeah. 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 We can't bloody see the other side of the planet, can we? To be fair, it makes kind of sense. Right. Face towards the sun. Oh, would you look at that? Looks like we've got... There we go. Stream's back to health there. Can one get us to this location? Because I want to see Lorville fly me. Here we go. See? Now, I realise that I'm not really going to be doing much scooping this day, but that's fine. The main incentive is just being able to... It's just the ability for us to enjoy actually seeing Lorville from a new perspective. Because there actually is a really cool thing that I'm looking forward to seeing. Because with hang on, let me just quickly disable the track IR. There we go. So with Lorville, we've actually got a new location. One of the big sort of selling points of 319 is the fact that we've now got Lorville all prettied up. Which, truth be telling you, is actually quite a cool concept. Especially since, well, considering all of the hubbub and kebab of 318, it's kind of nice that we can get Lorville in a slightly better frame of position without having the backdrop of a terrible patch causing problems. Do you know what I mean? So, yeah. Not a bad way to start off 319. Right. You have a look, see. Corp. Just curious as to what... Oh, I actually have the Noviakov. Oh yeah, I remember I pinched it. Sorry. I gathered essential material. Speaking like a true governmental person. Got it. Oh no, there's a next tab. Right, okay. I just didn't see that there because of the armor. Right. Well, that's a fairly large amount of stuff, and obviously we can check legs, torso, and whatnot. Okay. What am I looking at? Vehicle weapons, sponge repeater. Okay, sorry. Oh yeah, I haven't deployed them, so obviously they wouldn't be around. Technology, no. Systems? No. Personal weapons. Okay, so arc light pistol. Right. Personal weapons. I wouldn't exactly consider a pyro multi-tool to be a weapon, but then again, in the hands of a very determined troll. Not a huge fan of the Venom Atscav. I kind of prefer just the Atscav. See, I'd love to just... And to be fair, I never actually got the... hello. Oh, okay, yeah. Evergreen is terrible. While I do appreciate having the FS9, I don't like the fact that I got the ugliest version of it. Seriously, that green is just terrible. And Cambio, Light, SRT, Traction, Gamma, Sights. Yeah, there's a fair amount of stuff we can utilize here. Okay. Paints. So I've got the Nomad. I've got the ROC. I got that again now. Nomad, Auspicious Red Ram, Hercules, Starlift. Okay, that's going to be a problem. Prospector. Okay, what else? Nova. Yeah, I got the entire Nova line, which is a little embarrassing. If I can melt that, that would be great. Raft. Yep, nice. 100 series. Ah, I forgot about that. Raft, Anchor. Mule. Ah, shit. Well, no, do I still have the Mule? I think I still have the Mule. Maybe. Just maybe. I'll have to check. No, I might have upgraded the Mule to the ROC, which makes sense. God. There's a lot of... Wait, what? Oh, right. I'll have to see about the paintwork, because I'm fairly certain hopefully I can melt some of these. Because obviously I purchased them with the intention of using them with said ships, but unfortunately, as per usual, when you make plans, you don't really make contingency plans, and of course we all know contingency plans are kind of essential. Just a smidge. Just ever so slightly. Ever so slightly. Right. Yeah, I just came to a rather sad realization. I made myself some rather large dinner, and I realized I'm probably not going to be able to eat much, if not any of it, which is a bit of a problem, so just going to quickly strategize. I've just been sort of thinking strategies on how best to fucking sort it. I'm like, right, we're going to have to be rather skimpy on lunch tomorrow. Very, very minimal amounts. Which is fine. And then I'm just going to have to think, oh, really? Emergency stop. Oh, boy. 10, 12 seconds. Okay. Yep. Yep. Any second out. Come on, you stupid son of a whore bag. That was close.
Quantum drive is now off.
Quickly, before we get sent to... Planet looks way polluted today. God.
Quantum drive is now on.
This is going to be quite the momentous occasion. I mean, I've been doing my best to not really view it so much. Like, when it comes to certain things in Star Citizen, I don't tend to really engage too much in, like, scanning shit. Or, like, not scanning shit. I don't tend to try and go for the spoiler images as much. It's like there's this whole new ship about the Fury. Now, I can't say that I've completely avoided seeing it, because sadly, as with all things, it's when you've got it pasted everywhere on YouTube, you're bound to get a glance. Oh boy, the frames. Yeah, that's not your computer systems failing you. That's my computer systems failing me. Right. So here is my introduction to Lorville. Well, it's definitely a sprawl. Now that the textures have got a chance to load in. It's quite foreboding at night. Very foreboding. Oh, there's the old landing bay at least. Right. Still, looks quite impressive. Right, let's get ourselves a salvage contract, see what we can do about that. Right. Ooh, salvage, nice. Fee. Verify coordinates monitored in space upon credit transfer, as long as the accepted contract is alive. When you're satisfied with materials you sell, you may abandon the contract early with no penalties required from your start line. Okay. 300i salvage rights. I feel that that's a good opportunity. Or should I get this? 325 or 300i. You know what? I'm gonna get the 300i. So we've paid for a Scroop location. And I'm actually at Crew L5. That's a bit of a first. Fortunately, it's above the planet. Of course. Of fucking course. Alright, let's quickly get ourselves to Crew L5, shall we? Get ourselves into that rather wonderful location. Oh, hello. They actually got the OM4s done. That's a first. Right, so we're going to go Scroop. And actually Scroop. Holy crap, guys. Pinch me. Ow. Yep. No. We're awake. We're alive. And we're going to be doing it in an area where there's decent frames. You know, fucking double whammo. Good lord. I can't believe it. For the first time in I don't know how long, we're actually going to Scroop, which I am ecstatic about. Because the thing is, Scrooping is definitely a viable job. But in the previous patch, obviously there were problems around it. It was not exactly the easiest job to get going. Now, don't get me wrong, we had our successes. I mean, to be fair, there was that point where we were flying around the racing track and we found a few wrecks. So, you know, I think in the fullness of time, of course, the game's having its moment. I believe in the fullness of time, you probably will find that there is just enough salvage contracts as there are destroyed ships scattered around the verse. So while maybe you can just go to it if you just really can't be bothered and you're okay losing about 1,000 credits for a Scroop cop, you probably could find if you go around certain sectors, especially when they change the armistice system and you start Scrooping destroyed wrecks from nearby bases, I'm fairly certain you'll be able to earn quite a decent living from being the janitor man. Now, the question will be whether or not the Scroop collectors will be one of those player bases that will actively create the wrecks in the first place to salvage, or whether they'll just be the lucky, shall we say, dedicated citizens of the Cleanliness Act who will attempt to remove any particular problems or wrecks from any particular sites. I mean, we do need the janitor after all. He's the guy who makes sure that, or girl, he's the person who allows us to keep this place working functionally. But I do wonder whether or not in this particular case he's also the person causing all the fucking toilets to get filled with shit. If you catch my meaning. Star Citizen is the kind of game that one could create a problem to effectively solve. Sorry, I've been watching a lot of Yes Minister, and there's been a very high level of element of British government that have been most absolutely and most gloriously demonstrated for the local publics. Oh God, that would be brilliant. But yes, getting Scroop is something. I mean, to be fair, Scroop is not something that I was initially going absolutely batshit over. But I do feel that having Scroop being an option does spread out the form of, like, whether or not you do certain stuff. Now, I was, inclined to doing a bit of mining in today's stream, but considering that I'll be focusing pretty much entirely on the Invictus launch week video series, I'm not really going to be around to do much of that. But once the Invictus launch week event is over, then we're going to be focusing wholeheartedly on getting mining going, because I think mining is going to be quite an awesome series of events to sort of crack into. So watch this space for that one. And also because, obviously, with mining, we're going to be able to see some pretty awesome... well, to be fair, we're going to be seeing some pretty awesome stuff all around, really. Hang on. My phone has become... you know what? My Bluetooth actually saved me there. Thank you, Bluetooth. You gem. Yeah. There we go. Okay. There we go. Sweet. Sweet home Alabama. Actually, wait for 1 second. I'm going to exit out of the YouTube app just in case. Even though I'm not watching the video, actively watching the video, you know how, like, if you get... I occasionally, what I do is to see whether or not I'm having issues with streaming, I occasionally pop onto the video through my mobile phone to see if there's any glaring issues and to make sure that the stream is functioning. Even though I know the computer system, or the computer and the software, whatever, would be like, no, you're fine, your stream is okay. I'm like, I don't trust you. So I go onto the stream myself for like a couple of seconds just to see what actually it looks like. And then once I go, okay, it's working, then I go immediately back off it so I can be all... Alright. Almost there, guys. Almost there. Right. Still. Tractor beam attack. To be fair, actually, there could be some useful scroop and gathering materials in the back. Actually, that reminds me. I probably need to... I probably should equip my person correctly. Oh, God. Can you not quantum? Right, how about if I do this? Inside my hab, at least. Right, okay. I'm going to split the stack into about 5 mags. Equip all that in the stack. Equip all. 3 remaining, that's fine. I mean, 3 seems a bit excessive, but I feel like... Ding! Oh, fucking love it. Right. I'll pop these into the important thing. I've often found that putting ammunition and med supplies into your leg components give you core armor and torso components. Because, like, heavy legs and armor and whatnot kind of works. Right, let's hop back in.
Quantum fuel is at 50%.
Bit of a journey, this, hasn't it? Right.
Quantum drive is now off.
Wait for the cooldown to hit.
Quantum drive is now on.
Being a very efficient sound effect systems. Which, to be fair, I relish having just
Quantum drive is now
sound
off.
effects. I mean, sure, a quiet ship is fine and all, but... Ah, you're fine. Probably have to be a little careful. In case there are asteroids that haven't spawned in yet. We'll increase the speed as and when the asteroid field starts to sort of get a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger and a little bit bigger, because obviously the big threat right now is obviously don't really want to lose my ship because I was a bit too over enthusiastic about doing certain things. Right. From what I can tell, there doesn't seem to be any asteroids in this particular vicinity. What I shall do to double this chance is I'm going to go absolutely hell for leather outside the asteroid belt. Can't fucking see where I'm going. Of course I'm going into a... Really not helpful, son. I think we had... I can't for the life of me see any issues. Well, I say issues. I can't see any asteroids in my way, at least not that I'm flying straight towards. But then again, textures. Right. Oh, the Star Citizen community chat. Right. Ship looks crippled. Right. Braid and cinch. Well, I'm going to go with cinch because I kind of like the way that cinch works, but obviously... Before we do, let's get close enough to see what the ship looks like. So there looks to be some kind of bar of salvage, which... Okay, that looks intriguing. that camo, or is that just... Hello? That looks to be a gun. Okay, well, before we do this... Sweet. Okay. I think we're almost in a safe position to move. Oop. Okay, that's a rather unique way for me to do that, I'm not going to lie. Okay. I'm going to open up the back door here, because we're actually going to be experimenting with something. Yes. Rather fun. Right, so... Clearly there's going to be a bit of an interesting conundrum, because we're not going to be able to do all of the things, but I'm going to try and experiment this one, because, you know, not quite had an opportunity. That's a kind of... That is a fully decked out. Yeah, that's a fully decked out with... Ship looks buggered, but not completely gone. Now the question... Size 3. Well, at least I get to recognize what the different sizes are. Salvage claim. It's more like, where's the cargo bay? Because I know there's a cargo bay on the back here, and I'm trying to figure out how to open the damn thing. No. Right. You know what? It's fine. We can't access this thing's cargo. Ooh, missile. Ooh! I pinched it. That's pretty cool. There you go. And better still, I don't have to use the stupid hold the mouse button. Right. Oops. So we need to be careful. Right, how do I rotate it? Oh, thank you, Star Citizen. Okay. So these ships come completely equipped. Okay, that's pretty cool. Obviously, this thing is flying as free-form cargo, so we can't exactly go too mad for it, but... Right. Okay, so this guy had some bits and bodies. See, you can definitely tell where the cargo bay is, but unfortunately... Can't. There we go. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The fact that we now have a the fact that we no longer have to hold the mouse button whilst we're flying in EV, well, using the tractor beam, but also the fact that we now can fly. That also we can now have the instructions on the side of our. On the side of the tractor beam is most definitely a big step, in my opinion, on in terms of gameplay controls. Like, for example, I didn't even know how you could do that. Even going to teach me how to recognize the different guns, and I think finally, I might yet recognize. I might yet recognize what different gun sizes there are. Wouldn't that be a treat? Oh wow, it's kind of bad, isn't it? No, but seriously, this particular patch is a step in the right direction for sure. You know, yeah. To be fair, I kind of had a feeling this was going to be not fair. I knew that there's going to be I knew that the patch will get better, as with all things. You get the ship patch. Oh, probably shouldn't put the explosive missile in an area. Oh dear, I probably shouldn't assume. Come on. There we go. He's a good missile. You guys are. There we go. I can't imagine we're going to get too much scroop from this ship, but you never know. Now, the question is, can I get the third gun on? I mean, what's kind of cool is that you can totally go... like, there will be a major incentive for people to play with, like, the larger ships as a rule, as a standard rule, because then, obviously, once you've dealt with your opponent, you can then gather the spoils, as it were. Oh, that's how you do... Oh, Star Citizen! You're very, very nice. I've yet to try selling weapons. This particular this particular mission will be my first attempt at doing so. Also, welcome to the stream, Tangent Revolution. Hope you have a wonderful time here. I'm not entirely sure what's going to happen when I fly around with those guns and shit in the background. I'm probably going to, I know that, what I do know is that apparently the best place to sell the weapons and other jazz, oh god. I do know that apparently you're supposed to take them to a dedicated weapons seller to get the best quality return, which makes sense. But obviously the issue is it takes time. Like with all things, it takes time to do certain things like that. So, oop. Oh god, oh god, oh god. Right. Hopefully not with a bang, if you'll pardon the pun for that one. No, yes, I will, I do hope that I can get some good yields out of this. I mean, to be fair, you talk about hit and miss. This may be the first time I've actually been able to take on salvaging as a legitimate career. The issue I've been having in 3.18 is being able to find a reasonable server in which to scroop, and B, the ability to try and get at least a full load of scroop inside this game. Which is a bit of a sad case. Obviously 3.19 so far. I've had one crash which caused some issues on during the tutorial, but apart from that, I was able to get it sort of back-ish to normal, which is kind of a nice thing. Right, this is going to be an interesting test. Do I have to very carefully... Okay, that's fine. I'm back in my system. Close the door. Right. Hang on, why is it on? Oh. Is there a desync? There was a 30k fucking error. Oh, okay. Okay, Star Citizen. There was me talking nice things about your patch, and then you give me a 30 fucking K. I see how it is. Like, as soon as I fucking mentioned the word stable, the game's like, you think I was stable? Well, Sonny Jim, if you think I'm stable, well, guess what? I got 30 reasons why you shouldn't say such things. Oh, asteroid and my salvage game. Yeah, you know what? Invisible asteroids are a bitch. I lost my vulture that way as well. Not fun. Okay, I lost my ship to a 30k. Oh no, I've lost this thing to a 30k. So have I lost everything? Probably. No, to be fair, I think if you have a 30k, I think they've got some things in effect now which actually stopped that. Yeah, no, I lost my... I had mine at possibly the worst moment because I was desperately trying to do scrooping following a Xeno threat, and despite waiting for like a minute, 2 minutes, I should have probably waited 5 minutes, because by the time I was like, right, okay, I've waited long enough, let's get going. Yeeted towards what looked to be Scroop, and boom. Just boom. And yeah, it sucks. It really sucked. I won't lie, I had a really bad time with 318. 319, apart from this obvious hiccup, apart from this particular hiccup, and the, as I said, the crashing, apart from crashing to desktop during the tutorial, it's been relatively stable. I mean, to be fair, as much as anything, I think it's been more, like I said, it's more stable-ish, touch wood, than 318. But then again, 318 was not so much a problem in terms of, well, it was just more like you couldn't really do anything. I need to get off to Virginia Point and actually save it. There we go. But no, like, servers-wise, I'm imagining it's going to be quite... I'm imagining the servers are going to be quite busy, if not slightly, like, I wouldn't say disastrous, but I've got a feeling that the servers are going to be somewhat problematic going into Invictus launch week. Yeah, true. Have I got my shit? Yeah, I got my shit. I haven't lost anything. The problem I'm finding at the moment is my rig, despite the upgrades, is still not quite there. I need to upgrade my cooling system. I think that's the big problem. I mean, then again, it could also be a whole host of things. Maybe I need to have like the ultimate top end to be able to run this game without too much issue. Or it could be optimization. Who knows? Oh, God. Well, at least I got the tram service on time. Oh, the robes of doom and demise. Still, it's nice that we've got clouds above Area 18 now. Definitely sets the scene, which is really nice. I wonder what the purpose of that particular thing was, apart from showing off a hologram, which probably isn't a hologram, though it does look the most hologram-y in Star Citizen. Unlike, for example, the rather daft-assed looking character from the fuck was that? That was like a proper horror segment there. Jesus. I'm gonna watch that back on the stream. I've got like a little preview on the left window. I'm like, Jesus Christ. Oh, God. But no, yeah, so I'm imagining it's going to be quite busy and hectic for us in the forthcoming days. However, oh, must be quiet this time. Again, with the jump scare. But I'm hopeful that since they've done a lot of fixes, things will be good. I can't lie, though. The reliability of the game for me, or at least in terms of the servers have taken such a shit-kicking since persistent entity streaming has been implemented. It's really quite noticeable. Like, previously, I used to have days where Star Citizen was quite, with everything else around, it was actually extremely stable for me. Very, very pleasant. And now, of course, with the whole persistent entity streaming being a problem, well, it's a problem, being implemented, I should say, it's kind of apparent, like, it's way more apparent, like, the bugs are a little bit more easy to spot. So I do hope we're coming up to a point where they actually start sort of going, well, okay, now let's get on to beta, even though
Welcome to the ASOP
it feels like that's going to be quite a while away. Though, can you imagine? to be honest with you, I'd laugh my ass off. Yeah, I fucking thought as much. Right, well, there goes that profit.
Thank you for visiting ArcCorp, Stanton's capital of commerce.
I really do wish that they'd have some kind of... I do kind of wish that they would do some kind of thing where if you lose your ship or session due to a 30k, because they've got the retrieval shit for when your game crashes as a result of a 30k, but for some reason they don't do that as part of a... when you have a 30k in-game, you don't have any kind of means to, at least to my knowledge, you don't have any means to get your shit back. It's just, well, you know, tough shit on you, lad, and be done with it. Can I not store?
Please be aware that while in the Stanton system and on ArcCorp, all UEE common laws are still in effect.
Right, let's quickly have a quick drink. Chug, chug, chug. Oh, they're still using QR codes in the 2090s. Paper. Whole. Wait, they don't have a normal bin.
ArcCorp safe and secure.
You know, they really should replace those placeholder bins with actual bins. You know, the ones you get in like on the planet. Oh, sorry, on the Atmo thing. On the orbital stations, they should have dedicated bins. Yeah.
For the latest travel information, be sure
Yeah.
to check the departure and arrival boards, conveniently located.
Yeah, 314, 315 were quite nice in terms of stability, weren't they? I mean, in my particular mind as well, oh, that's kind of cool. There's the brochures and whatnot. Huh. Intriguing.
Obey all security
Get a
and customs personnel
magazine
at all
subscription
times.
and get a gun as a
Their job
result.
is your
Well,
safety.
I'm gonna... drop that to the side, why don't you? Not that I'd want to
Please
do
be
that,
aware
but...
that while in the Stanton system and on ArcCorp, all UEE common laws are still in effect.
Okay, grab another one. Grab an apple. There we go. Right, as I was saying, yeah, 314, 315 were a really nice patch, weren't they?
Be vigilant and report possible
sort
threats
button.
every time.
I'm not gonna lie, when I saw this and I saw that there was a sort button, you can't describe how amazing I felt at seeing that. I was genuinely over the moon. I was so excited. Yeah, no, I think I need to find a better cooling system for my rig, because my fan is basically working overtime, because the fan that I originally planned, that I originally sort of got for this,
Your insurance
took a
claim
bit
has been
too
sent.
long. It was a bit too big to fit into the
vehicle
rig.
has been moved to a
So
storage
unfortunately, I had to 86 that. So I'm still working on my old fan, and I'm thinking that's possibly causing some problems because my rig is struggling to play this game with all the stuff in the background. It's not, but shouldn't be the case, because again, the fucking amount of money I've
Vehicle
spent on
selected.
upgrading my rig.
Stand by.
But I look forward to seeing this in full swing. There are some very, very nice games, which I look forward to seeing in wonderfulness. Then again, I'm fairly certain once I get the thing sorted on that.
Please be aware that while in the Stanton system and on ArcCorp, all
click.
UEE common laws are still in effect.
Right, well, whilst my vehicle's being delivered... It seems to be that whenever I stream this game at the higher quality, I'm having problems. What I might have to do, and while this is probably not a good thing to have in a semi-modern YouTube channel, I might have to stream Star Citizen at 720p.
Monitor your luggage
Not that
at all
not that that's a good thing, mind, but I think in order to get solid stream preferential treatment, I might just have to do that. I know that there'll be people out there who'll look at it and go, "Oh, he's playing with a 720 pixel stream. What a noob!" But I'm genuinely like,
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
is there another 30k? Hope not.
from transforming
But I'm
worlds.
thinking that because I'm trying to stream this
Welcome
game,
to the
and,
ASOP
you know, at a
vehicle
high
retrieval
quality,
system.
I'm thinking that's probably the reason. Because my system is basically struggling to stream and do that as well.
Vehicle selected.
Because it's like it's
Stand by.
uploading the thing on the computer side, and I'm
Your
struggling.
vehicle has been delivered to the
And
following
trying to
location.
upload. I'm trying to upload 60 frames per second stream quality on one hand, and I'm also trying to play on a fairly, well, let's be honest here, not the most stable of games to begin with. So I think I might have to do that as a consequence, which sucks.
All
But
UEE
I also feel that there's probably
Please visit us again. Goodbye.
another 30k. Has it actually spawned yet?
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Because
system.
I guarantee you, the moment I stop streaming this, the game will be more than
Hello,
fine.
and welcome to
Unless
Rucker
that's
Memorial
bugged.
Spaceport.
Vehicle
Servicing the
selected.
greater Area 18
Stand by.
metropolitan area.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Wherever your final destination may be.
I can see that there's the stream thing, but I'm also saying that there's two vehicles now. Is the server just having a massive desync? Possible. God, I feel like the game's cursing me. Ever since I tried scooping, it's just like, nope. You may fly, your vulture, but you shall not scroop with your vulture, sir.
Stanton's capital of commerce.
Oh well, makes me want to just be like, you know what, let's just buy a rig that's like stupidly expensive. Why? So that maybe I can play Star Citizen. Right, we'll wait a couple minutes more and then... Ah, true. I might just have to do that, because I'm thinking I'm going to experiment. So next stream, like, the thing is, I can play other games at 60 FPS when it comes to streaming. So I know it's not completely my computer's problem. But I do feel that playing Star Citizen requires special alternative arrangements to be made. And I'm thinking that's probably what I'll need to do. Does that mean it's going to work perfectly? Well, I don't know. But I'm thinking that's why I'm having problems right now. And to be fair, less strain on the computer means more fun for us, hopefully, in the future.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Right. Have I got a problem? You know what? I'm going to experiment and say, let's pick up my
Vehicle
Argo
selected.
raft.
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Oh, it's full on. Oh, no, yeah. That might be a problem with my... That's an interesting concept. Right, we need to get off Area 18. Well, I can see that it's Hangar 5, so I'm going to go quickly get onto Bajini Point, because I think we need to get off this rig. Like, off planet, because obviously servers are being a bit of a pain.
Your personal belongings are your personal responsibility. Monitor your luggage at all times.
Right. Let's just get off this rig as fast as we can. And then let's see if we can do that. But yeah, I might have to do that. I also need to probably upgrade the rig anyway and get a few things. But one step at a time. Well, I say upgrade the rig. I'm just going to quit to menu before I die. I'm like, right. That's attempt number 2 trying to play this thing. Not looking good so far. Not quite impressed at the moment. Not the best of impressions, is it? So far, we've crashed. Well, we've got a 30k, which didn't help, and now we're trying to get off the world, and the world's like, "You will be mine." Right. Might. Do I have to just delete the fucking? I don't really want to have to delete the fucking live server. But you know the folder you have to delete every time you do a new patch because it's like, oh, you better do this thing, and I'm like, I'd rather not. Got control surfaces and shit and settings and all of those wonderful things I have to re-fucking set every goddamn time. Don't really want to have to do that. Right. Because I know that at the moment I do, and I finally get everything. The game's like, oh, fine, we'll do it that way then. I'm not going to go with best. Fuck best. I'm going to go EU, which is probably the server that I've been on. Trying to think why it's a good place to go. You know what? Fuck it. USA. My frames are going to die, and it's going to be an absolute pain in the ass, but you know what? Let's do it. Right now, I'm just going to be like, let's just get the fuck out of here. Get on to Bikini Point before it's too late. Yeah, I think the next big investment... I'm investing in lots of these months, but I'm definitely going to have to probably get myself a new fan. Just because I feel like the current fan situation is just making whatever problems I'm having with games. I mean, to be fair, it's not just Star Citizen that the fan goes apeshit over. It's pretty much any game that I'm playing at this point. And I'm like, I can feel my computer getting warm, so I know that my fan isn't giving it enough cooling, which is probably causing some level of performance loss. It's not like burning hot, so it's not the end of the world. But at the same time, it's like I know that by having a better cooling system, it will make certain things a little easier to process. And it's also kind of irritating now how every game my fans are like, and you're like, it's just Guild Wars 2. The game that you played with no problem about 5 weeks ago when I fucking upgraded you. You know, it's like, oh... It just you despair. You genuinely despair at how much crap your computer's like moaning and bitching at it. It's like, I know you need that shit, but right now I don't need that. What's worse as well is when I'm trying to play this goddamn game and I'm streaming. I always seem to have the shit luck when it comes to streaming this game. When I'm not streaming it, or if I'm recording it, to be fair, even when I'm recording it, I have problems. But like when I'm trying to just play the damn game, oh, the fun times I have. But I can't prove that in front of people, can I? Remember the times I used to be streaming? I remember these times when I used to be on. At this point, let's just get in with it. See what happens. See if we can get off this rock into, say, another thing, and then we'll have a crack at that. I love how, though, I used to spend freaking ages not wanting to do it because I'm like, oh, I'm just going to have problems or whatever. And then when I'm finding around to doing it, my game's like, yeah, you were right not to do this. I think, though, to be fair, we are also getting geared up for Invictus launch week. So everyone's going to start hopping onto the game. Everyone's going to start doing stuff. And recording the Invictus launch week is going to be kind of an interesting dilemma. Right, there we go. We're back where we started. Right, let's try and get ourselves off this rock as fast as possible so I'm at least at Bikini Point. Because as with all things... Right, run the fuck it through. This is a very nice location. So, Mr. Tangent Revolution, whilst we are... rushing towards an airbase or rushing to a particular thing, what exactly do you go for in terms of Star Citizen? What's your main drive, shall we say? What is your intention? Is it going to be for scooping, or is it going to be? Is it going to be for mining? Is it going to be for? Because my main intention with Star Citizen is primarily around kind of being the everyman. Like, mining is definitely a strong factor for me. Mining is most definitely a thing that I will be focusing on a fair amount. Oh, look, a hobo. Just proudly walking around. What is... Huh. Interesting type of shirt. Strange. But still, what kind of stuff do you imagine yourself focusing on? Because obviously...
Waiting passengers should be mindful of the platform's edge. Strong winds can arise south.
Duly noted. It's just like, watch the wind, you'll be blown off. And I'm like, oh! It's not something I'll be honest with you, I was really expecting, but you know, it does make sense. Oh yeah, the ship's going 90 degrees. Oh, isn't that adorable? But yeah. No, like my main sort of enjoyment factor would be for mining and sort of the civilian style. Scooping is another thing that I'm kind of interested in. If I could ever get around to fucking doing it, that would be great also. But at the same time, it's not been as successful as I previously had hoped, which kind of does suck. Just a smidge. Actually, that's a point. I probably need to load up the Prospector as well, because if I do, I might need to check to see if I've got the weapons on that ship. But yeah, what's say weapons? The mining laser on that ship. Even though, well, technically speaking, the Prospector is still viable when solo. Yeah, so technically speaking, the Mole now has more viability if I was with people. Actually, no, it's not. Never mind, I'm just rambling. I'm just thinking out loud about like whether or not to prospect, but yeah, no, scooping is something I do want to do because it does seem like a fun gig, especially if you have the right kind of environment. I just need to get around to being in a stable place to do it, and I think I might need to... I'm definitely going to experiment with that in the next stream. Like, we're going to see if we can get some success with this stream, but the primary thing I need to do now is get the fuck off this planet, because if we're stuck on bloody Area 18, then while I can do Invictus launch week, I can't, you know, not do the other stuff. Though I do know I can do it if I don't live stream, which kind of defeats the purpose of me talking about doing live stream if I can't fucking do live streams, because the game fucking breaks apart the moment I do. You know. Still. And to be fair, I might also have to think about doing it because while, yes, it would be nice to have 60 FPS... Well, hello. Horizon. Ah, it's the Horizon helmet. Fine. Right. Let us get off this rock. Do I have any vehicles that I can immediately retrieve? Kind of, yes, but I don't want to get in that one. Cutty Black. Yes.
Vehicle selected.
I will use you, Cutty Black, as a means of escape.
Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar number 5. Fantastic.
Welcome.
Just get me on Bajini Point, set my respawn station on there, and let's ensure that we don't die. I might have to stop going on best. Right. Okay, let's let's see what we can do. Nice little big hangar. I'd say it's a pretty big hangar. Hello, ship that everyone fucking needs in their lives. It's irritating. I'm not gonna lie. It's genuinely irritating at how fucking how much people use this ship. And I mean, I use this ship as well. I have to use this ship. As much as I hate to say that as well. But I do hope that when the Crusader A1, C1s, and all the other variants come along, we actually get some solid competition for the most viable ship in Star Citizen.
You are clear to launch.
We're good to go. We're good to go. 3, 2, boost!
Thank you, and please visit again.
Holy shit, this is a beautiful planet. The clouds really do give atmosphere. Fucking hell. You know what I mean? It really does set the scene. Ooh, I want to be in that area. Jeez. Right. Get us the fuckers out of here. Get to Virginia Point, land, transfer our imprint over to this location so that should we die, we're not going to be trapped on fucking Area 18.
Please proceed to assigned landing bay.
Landing gear down.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie. The Cutlass Black is a wonderful ship, and it's extremely useful, and all of the other things that make people fall in love with this damn thing. But it's so irritating that that has to be the case. I would love for a ship to take the Cutlass Black off the pedestal that it has, because we need a ship that does everything. But the problem is the Cutty Black answers the question too bloody quickly. And when I say the question, I mean any question. It's like, hey, what do I've got a friend, you know, can I have a friend, you know, I need a ship. No, it's not answer. Yeah, no, it is the question. Yeah, fuck, I can't speak today. It is the answer to all of the questions that Star Citizen has to offer. You know, it is effectively the ultimate solution in that regard. It's like, hey, what do we do with a ship that, you know, a player wants to fly his ship. Come on, game. I mean, I've landed at the thing, so I know I'm safe, but come on. Don't pull that to me. Come on. And that actually is the rig. At this point, this isn't the game, it's the rig. The rig is struggling now. Because I'm trying to stream the fucking game. Right.
Welcome
But still,
to
you know,
the
it's
ASOC
like,
vehicle retrieval
it's the answer
system.
to every bloody question And it irks me so irritating, because, like, not an actual, like, genuinely get irritated moment, but it's like, it's so, god damn it, you know, it's like, hey, I want to fly a ship with a friend of mine, and I want to introduce him to Star Citizen via some bounties and stuff. Cutlass Black. You know, it's not going to win the big, heavy bounties, but you're going to show him the lighter stuff, so it wouldn't make sense to go in the heavier stuff. Okay. Hey, I want to fly my vehicle around so I can, you know, mine and explore. Cutlass Black. It's a nimble, effective ship that gives you all the means to be able to navigate both high grav and low grav locations. Fucking Cutlass Black. Hey, I want to have a ship that's reliable enough in a fight, but also gives me the ability to get Cutlass Black. Just, I need a ship that Cutlass Black. It answers so many fucking questions, so many fucking solutions, and I just wish it didn't. I just wish we had Crusader A1, this and this, that and that, you know, Warden Vanguard, you know.
Welcome. to the ASOP
Right,
vehicle
good
retrieval
news.
system.
We have landed at, well, we've landed. I'm going to claim my ship for the second time. He says he claims the wrong ship, but that's not my fault. That's the game's fault. Right. No, I don't want the cutter. Now, you did... Now, don't do this to me. That's right, Star Citizen. This is not the cutter. This is the vulture. 9
Welcome
minutes.
To the ASOP
Yes.
vehicle retrieval system.
We are going to have my vulture and eat
Vehicle
it.
selected. Stand by.
Right. Speaking of which, actually,
Your
we should
vehicle has
probably...
been delivered to the following location.
Right. Let's also get the light
Please
mining
visit us
prospector
again.
out as well.
Goodbye.
I do like the prospector. And also it gives me an opportunity, though I do not have the skin, because unfortunately I'd need to go back to fucking Area 18. To be fair, what I probably need to do is take all the shit from Area 18 and probably fly it up to Bikini Point. That'll be my area to hold it in. And to be honest, it's not that large. I think 96 SU. Like, I think 96 SU worth of cargo is the maximum I'd really want to have for a ship. Maybe 120 if we're talking the Freelancer Max, but that's about it. Like, I think the Freelancer Max is a ship I do kind of want to get, or it's a kind of a ship that I do want to grab onto, just because I think it'll be a pretty decent looking... That's pretty nice. I just think it will be a very useful ship to grab. In terms of manageable cargo. I also need to do some bloody ground-based mining with the miners, which now has an extraction option, which I'm quite happy about. First it was just the ROC that had such things, and now
Welcome
it's
to the ASOP
the other
vehicle
stuff as well,
retrieval
which is quite
system.
nice. Good. Right.
Please visit us
Whilst we're
again.
waiting for the other thing to be fine, let's have a look at my prospector. What mining laser does I have? Utility. Oh, really? The Arbor, not the Helix that I purchased. Oh, no. Oh, it did actually lose that. I'm a little miffed at that then.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Right. Let's try this again, shall we? It's coming up to the end of the bloody stream as well.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Right. 2,
Thank you.
1. Boom.
Your vehicle has been moved to our storage facility.
That's wonderful. Right, let's pick up where we left off and attempt to try and do some
Vehicle selected.
scrooping, shall we?
Stand by. Your vehicle has been delivered to the following location.
Hangar number 3. Gotcha. Right, let's go scrooping. And we're not going to bother with any of the with the other stuff. Not for the sake of this stream, just because I want to try and get something done. But yeah, I think I'm definitely going to have to try and do the 720p streaming. Probably. I'll try and see if I can do 60 frames per second, but even then, I might have to push it at 48 frames. Which, to be honest with you, I barely get 60 frames when I'm playing this game to begin with, so it's not like I'm actually... we're not benefiting from too much. But what it does mean is my computer isn't trying to have a fucking paddywhack every 5 seconds because my fucking streaming... Yeah. Oh, yeah, encoding overloaded. I think I'm going to have to just adjust the thing to reduce the...
Hello and welcome aboard your Drake interplanetary craft. Your systems are online.
Crew L1, her L1, Mick L2, Arc L2. We'll go Arc L2. Origin 3. Thruster failure. Nice.
You are clear to launch.
Right, here we go.
Launch complete. Landing gear up.
Thank you, and please visit again.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off.
Right. Let's, yeah. Fucking rig. Right, where is... Oh, it's on the other side. Okay. Fine.
Quantum drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Hmm. Just looking at my wonderful computer being a bit of a pain in the ass. Right. We're just going to go focusing... Although it's a 325A, which have some pretty nice stuff, I'm just going to focus on scrooping it at the moment. Obviously, we're going to have to do some malarking around with the device on our... Actually, that's a point. Did I lose... Well, no. What we can do, worst case, is we can probably we can craft other things if need be. So that's fine. I'll check if I have it on me. Do I have it on me? Yes, I do. Fantastic. Okay, so we don't have to worry. I was a bit worried I'd have to end up gathering ye old scroop.
Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is now on.
Do you like this quiet quantum drive engines? Probably how it's going to be interpreted in that regard. Oh, asteroid field.
Is now off.
Very pretty asteroid field, though. Right. Once again, 100 meters, 100 clom. But I have to be careful in case of asteroid field. Be careful. I can't see... Like, if we start pushing this direction, I don't think I can see any immediate asteroid threats. If we try and go through the soup here, we're definitely going to run into an asteroid. But if we go here, it doesn't seem to be the case. I'll have to fly extremely careful the closer we get to the asteroid field, because I can see that there's a few asteroids inside the clouds, which I'm not looking forward towards. Not entirely keen, though there are already a few nice looking asteroids. Fly a more or less direct route to the location. We're going to have to roll at a little bit slower speed now, but we are getting there slowly. From what I can tell, it looks to be somewhat stable. I don't see any obvious signs. Didn't know you could try that. Come on. Sort of scanning the horizon. I know this is telegraphing me to like every bandit in the sector, but right. Looks to be quite buggered. which is good for us. Of course, the question doth beg. Well, no, I mean, at this point, because of the time frame we've got left, we're not really going to be able to do too much scrooping. But the intention will be, if I can go to a place, well, grab a more or less a full mine load and attempt to do something with it. It will take time, but here we are. Right, time to stop. Intriguing design look. Trying to see if there's anything else. It looks like we are getting all of the materials from this thing. Just looks a bit funky is all. getting some scroop. Just focusing a lot on just trying to scroop this. Right, okay, I think we've actually done that now. Nice. Okay, good. It's actually pretty successful. Oh my god. Her L3, her L1. There's a lot of different locations. A lot of them very far away. Still, there's a lot of ships. You can definitely earn your keep doing these. 5,000. Jesus. 3258. Oh, I see. So the larger ship you get, the more it costs. To be fair, you can get a lot of money. Aegis Eclipse. Damn. Where is Arc L4? Ah, bit of a trip. What about Arc L1? Right. Now we're back to 2? L5, crew L1, L3, L2. Okay. So we've got a bit of a taster as to what kind of thing we're going for. But unfortunately, that is all the time we have for today. I'm going to have to get myself back over to Virginie Point, because there's a thing I need to do as well as get ready for work for tomorrow. So, while I won't exactly say it's been the best of things, alright, I guess. I mean, we've just finally gotten a successful salvage claim done, so I can't complain too much about that. Sadly, we've run out of time for the stream, but what I'm just saying, what I've just been saying at some points is I might, for future streams, I'll just do that. Yeah, cool. What I might do for future streams is go to... Yeah, what I might do is for future streams set the resolution to 720p. We should hopefully still get to like 60 frames per second, but obviously because we're not doing it at 1080p, it should hopefully be at least manageable, because there's been a few points where my computer's kind of dipped a bit as a result of the encoder strain. So it's like, obviously my rig can't quite do 60 frames per second, which is kind of irritating considering I've spent a fair amount of time and money on upgrading it, but it just seems to be a bit of a pain at the moment. But no, so I will be having more of a go at this as time goes by. However, that will have to be sort of that for that session. However, don't worry about, fear not in terms of content, because we will be having a lot of Star Citizen content in the near future. Obviously, we've got the Invictus launch week coming up, starting tomorrow. So as soon as I get back from work tomorrow, I'm immediately on the recorder, and we're going to try and see if we can get some much needed stuff done, which is very, very cool. The other thing, of course, which is going to be very, very cool, is the fact that we're going to be having some new ships to see inside Star Citizen's event, Invictus launch week. And I will be planning on getting some new ships of my own. So all in all, we've got quite a fair amount of stuff to look forward to with with Invictus launch week. We will also do IAE event, but that'll be down sometime down the line. Now I'm going to quickly edit the stream Stream editing live. Ooh. Of course, the moment I go off that. But still, well, that's really irritating. I can't watch the bloody Star Citizen, Inside Star Citizen, because they're talking about the new ship. I don't want to look at the ship before the event starts. God damn it. Oh, good. I'm like, don't do that thing to me where I die. Right. What am I doing? Looking for the link. That was it. The playlist link. Live stream remnants. Right. So, just full screen this just because I know it's being a bit of a pain in the ass. Right. So if live stream remnants. Right. So going into so that's going to be about it for this one, guys. Thank you very much for watching. A bit disappointed with the Star Citizen performance I'm having on my rig, but there's not really a lot I can do about that. But what I will do is I'm going to try and see if we can get some improvements in the form of slight, like less in terms of thingy on the encoder strain on my computer. But no, going forwards for this next particular week, this will be it for the live streams for about a week and maybe a week and a half, because obviously the big, the event is going to be going on, so I'm going to be recording that. And but if you do want to see more live streams from the past, I have just finished a live stream series known as Guild Wars 2 Progression to End of Dragons, where I have been playing Guild Wars 2 Living World Season 4, and actually no, 3 and 4 to a degree. Then going into the Icebrood saga, and we had a little bit of a playthrough on that as well, which I thought was quite an enjoyable experience. And I finished that series, and I will be playing Guild Wars 2 again another time. Where is it? Come on. Right, I can't be bothered. Where are you, Bajini Point? Come on. Bajini Point, where are you? Is there me put it on the counter? Bajini Point, never on the camera. Anyway, so looking forward to doing that. Oh, we're good to go. Perfect. Jose. So yes, I will be looking forward to seeing you guys doing that. And if you also, I'm just rambling here because I'm distracted playing this thing so I can not crash. I really should just shut up when I'm doing that. I'll be honest with you, I've just noticed how much I ramble whilst I'm trying to focus and like do my outro, but also trying to make sure I don't crash. I really should just stop and be like, right, one moment. Talking and gaming it sounds stupid. It is extremely difficult to do. To articulate yourselves effectively and do something at the same time is rather awkward. Why in God Emperor's name are you targeting me, sir? I am but a simple... Thank you. I am but a simple screw
Please
person.
proceed to assigned landing bay.
Right. I'm going to just land first. Then I'll do an actual full-on speech. So that way then you can get the full articulated and intelligent sounding communications. Fucking piece of shit cunting cockfuck! Oh, this is gonna suck.
Engines destroyed.
Oh dear.
Engines offline. Landing complete.
Well... repair that. Well, whilst I'm waiting for my ship to regenerate, that's going to be it from me, guys. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this kind of content, let me know in the comment section down below, clicking on the like button, and of course subscribing to the channel. I also run a few other YouTube episodic series, including a Total War series on the Prussian Empire rising up in Imperial Destroyer mod. I'm also doing a permadeath series on Barotrauma, which is... I'm trying to work up the courage to play back again. I also have recently completed some live stream series as well in the form of Guild Wars 2, where I'm playing up to getting to completing all of the Living World stories to the latest expansion. I'm also I also obviously stream more live stream. If you want to see more live stream content, there is a link in the description to my playlist for the live stream remnants. All of the live streams I've been doing recently have been planted onto there, and I probably will at some point make a dedicated live stream series, like playlist, for some of the other stuff. But that's about it from me, guys. Thank you very much once again, and I will see you in the Invictus fucking launch week. Why do I keep saying IAE? That's not until fucking November. I'm a professional streamer, I swear. I am just going to get off this thing before the ship explodes. I will see you next time, guys. This is Mr. Jaeger signing out. Fucking hell.
Welcome to the ASOP Vehicle Retrieval System.